Yo, I'm watching this series on Netflix and I just had this epiphany about the Black community. It's this thriller dramedy with these two characters, and so they're Asian. She's married, he's not, and they got into this road rage situation in which now they are trying to destroy each other's lives. So in episode 2, she creates this fake profile on Instagram to kind of, I guess, catfish him. So I don't know what she was planning, but she first was going to do an Asian name and then she changed it to a white girl's name and then she used this girl's picture. But the younger brother intercepts the text and thinking it's a white girl, he's all with it, sending back thirst traps. The brother and him go out and he's so obsessed with this girl that he's texting her at the club. And the older brother is like, look, it's okay to mess around with white girls, but you got to bring home a nice Korean girl. And this is when things started to get really complicated for me. So now he's arguing with his brother about how they don't need to listen to these old time rules and stuff, right? So now the older brother is a loser and the younger brother wants to be a crypto millionaire. And he's like mocking him like, oh, you got to bring home a Korean girl, right? Listen. And he's like, yo, just live your life. This is what he's saying to his older brother because his preference is white girls. Now look at this. He's at the bar, not even paying attention to his surroundings. He's obsessed with texting to this white girl. But there's two Asian chicks that are at the bar giggling and looking at him. So he finally pays attention to him, and there's something about their demeanor that lets him know that they're interested or that they're easy or just DTF, right? So he leaves with the girls, and I'm super confused. I'm like, why did he leave with them? At this point, the brother, spoiler alert, the brother's car is vandalized and he's messed up and they get into an altercation. And he's like, look, don't mess this up for me. And so like he's kind of desperate at this point because he really wants to go home with these chicks. And so now he's trying to convince his brother. He's like, I got these two cuties for us. Remember the Asian girls in the back. And so he's trying to convince the brother. He's like, look, I'm trying to help you, man, because the girls are there. And he's trying to hook the brother up to get him some release or whatever, right? But eventually he just leaves with the girls and he's going to have them both to himself, I suppose. But what is the lesson here that I learned? The epiphany. Being of the same race, the girls are more amenable to him and he knows that it's easier to get them. But he's waiting to save up and build up his money so he can get his preference, which is a white girl. Wasting their time in the interim. Does this sound familiar?